Okay, ladies, thank you so much for being here, and thank you so much for attending to this open discussion. We are going to talk about this topic that is very interesting. We have to take advantage of something, yes, but I am going to give some definition about what is social media. We have to be attentive with our children because this is a special with connectivity is a special issue for us, for adults, for children, for adolescents. It's very attentive. What about the social media? The term social media refers to a computer-based technology that facilitates the sharing of ideas, thoughts, or information through virtual networks and communities. Social media is internet-based and gives users quick electronic communication of content such as personal information, documents, videos, and photos. Users engage with social media via computer, tablet, or smartphones via web-based software or applications. While social media is ubiquitous in America and Europe, Asian countries like Indonesia leads the list of social media usage. More than 45 billion people use social media as of October 2021. And I am going to share with you about what is the disadvantage or advantage before. What are the advantage of using this I am going to talk about the advantage of using this technology because it makes possible to complete the learning process in the youngest and children's, and the use of videos, image, photograph, and text as constituted as a means of communication. This allows access to important information centers that make a contribution at the learning level. In turn, the control of this platform would prepare children for the future since their use would predominate in relation to labor, professional exchange, work, communication, etc. Finally, it's very important to emphasize that adults must have an active role regarding to the use that children make of social networks. That is, they must be able to monitor access to platforms and websites that can be harmful to children under 40 years of age. Also specify and differentiate the relationships that are generated online from those of the non-virtual world in the former social condition. Skills are not mediated because it is decided how or whom to accept or eliminate. On the other hand, in social interaction in non-virtual world, it is necessary to be able to adapt to situations, to be exposed to others. In this way, by teaching social skills, the child will have less chance of becoming frustrated and isolating himself before an encounter with the non-virtual world. And now, the disadvantage, according to the use of internet, under 14 years age children are in full physical development and construction in their knowledge. The information and stimuli generated for social network directly influences them because they don't yet have certain critical thinking that they can define the veracity of the information and in turn control and metabolize its impact. It is worth mentioning as an example those vulnerable social children who receive insults from social networks. This contributes to their insecurity, depressions, and sometimes appealing to suicide. In addition, the ability to anticipate certain situations is still under development So they do not record the consequences that may result not only from sharing personal data, but also from accessing pages with a specific content that they cannot actively incorporate. Rather, they passively impact your psyche. On the other hand, it's proven that social networks influence the development of children's writing and communication skills. This is because the use of abbreviation extends to the non-online world and hinder the proper exchange in society. According to the how to combat the negative effects of social media, I found a list of how to solve all hand with this topic. Many of us find ourselves mindlessly scrolling through the social media, and before we know it, hours have passed, and we are often left feeling worse than we did with started. Social media in use in excess has been linked to several negative emotions, such as increases loneliness, anxiety, and depression. Though most of the studies done thus far have been on the impact of social media on adolescents, adults are prone as well. So the first step is be mindful of your social media habits. Being mindful means being more conscious and aware of patterns, since much of our social media use involves mindlessness scrolling. The best way to take control of our use is to first be conscious of how we are using social media networking sites in the first place. Yes, the second step is set limits on the amount of time you spend of social media use. Studies has shown that the amount of time spent daily on social media is associated with negative emotions. There are several ways to track, monitor, and block the amount of time spent on social media, including several apps. Last year, Instagram also added the your activity settings, which show the average time you spent on Instagram in the last week. Okay, let's continue. The third step is know when it's time to stop scrolling. It's very important to know when to stop scrolling. A lot of our social media use is compulsive. After all, these networks are designed to keep us engaged as long as possible. Therefore, it is important to be aware of the addictive potential of social media sites. The fourth step is use social media to connect with people who inspire you, share similar interests, and provide a sense of belonging. A way to combat the negative effects of social media is to instead use it in a positive way that strengthens and maintains connection with others. Number 5, it's if an account stirs up negative emotion, then it's time to unfollow. Because our use of social media becomes habitual, we often forget that we can control what shows up on our feed. If certain people's posts make you feel negative about yourself in any way, then it's totally okay to hit the unfollow button. And we have to specialize in the psychology of social media. Counselors, therapists, mental health professionals, and psychiatrists are increasing focus on social media impact in our mental health. One of the best ways to get ahead of the trend is by earning an online BS in psychology. Okay, these are my opinion and what I want to share with you, ladies. Thank you so much. See you later. Bye-bye.